Jurassic World Evolution 2 already has a bunch of evidence pointing towards more hybrids coming in the future. Whether this be because Doctor Who hybrids are already in the game in the form of Indoraptor and Indominus Rex. Surely if you're going to use the plural term hybrids, there's got to be more than two. Then there's also the fact that just who doesn't love a hybrid at this point? They're cool if they're done right, and Frontier can hopefully learn from the mistakes of the Secrets of Doctor Who DLC. So with that in mind, today we will be looking at a potential hybrid DLC for Jurassic World Evolution 2. And as per usual, if you do go on to enjoy the video, please do consider liking and subscribing, as your support is always greatly appreciated on the channel. But with that being said, let's not waste any more time, and for the first hybrid I'd want to see in Jurassic World Evolution 2, I have the Spinoraptor. Now it goes without saying that the Secrets of Doctor Who DLC definitely had its flaws, but minus all the flaws, I don't actually think that the hybrids themselves were too, derpy, with the Ankylodocus being the exception. Whenever someone's generally talking about the Spinoraptor, half the time it's mostly positive, and I think that since the community seemed to like it, even if it's, even the smallest amount, I still think it deserves a second chance, and, a hybrid DLC could be the chance for it to get that second chance. I, for one, personally really like the Spinoraptor in Jurassic World Evolution, and with the Pyroraptor rumoured to be in Dominion, it kind of makes sense for a Pyroraptor and Spinosaurus hybrid to be the Spinoraptor as opposed to the Velociraptor. This would also coincide with Jurassic World the game Spinoraptor, so it does sort of make sense, and I'm fairly sure that in Jurassic World Evolution, some of the models were literally stripped right from Jurassic World the game and just put into Jurassic World Evolution, so it does sort of make sense. I'd also like to mention that this video is down to my preference. If you do have your own hybrid list, do please let me know down in the comments, as I do love hearing your guys' thoughts. Now moving on to my second pick, I feel like I could potentially receive backlash for saying this, but for my second pick, I've gone for the Scorpius Rex. And for this video's sake, I am going to act totally oblivious to the fact that Frontier themselves have openly said they don't plan any Camp Cretaceous content as of yet. And, with Season 5 coming out some point this year, there's definitely opportunity to implement the Scorpius Rex. It wouldn't make too much sense considering it has, of course, been killed off, but I feel like there's so much potential of this. It's a unique hybrid purely because it was the first hybrid, and I just think it would be really cool to see in a game. And quickly going back to the point I made about Camp Cretaceous content, I don't think it's entirely out of the books just yet. Frontier have denied it, but I think that could partially be because the game's not even 3 months old yet. There's so much potential with a Camp Cretaceous DLC, I don't think you can just write it off straight away. I definitely still believe there's some potential for one. And my third pick is still probably quite a controversial one, but ladies and gentlemen, for my fourth hybrid, I have the Ultimasaurus. And in case anyone gets annoyed at me for saying that, considering it's a hybrid of like several different dinosaur species, I just want to mention that, as I said earlier, this is down to my preference. If I think it would be cool, I'm going to put it in my list. Let me know your list down in the comments. Let me know why you think mine is wrong. But I think the Ultimasaurus is awesome. When I first saw it, I must have been like 8 or 9. And it just seemed like such a cool concept to me. And now that there's genuinely, a place for me to talk about it, I think that the Ultimasaurus would not necessarily be a perfect fit for Jurassic World Evolution 2, especially considering it's not exactly a realistic hybrid considering how many species it is, but for me at least it would be awesome to see. And after a quick Google search, I can confirm to you we will 100% never see the Ultimasaurus in Jurassic World Evolution 2, purely because of the dinosaurs you need to make it. It just wouldn't be realistic even for a game that has dinosaurs in it. Yeah, it was a bit bold of me to say, but going back to the point I made a minute ago, it is a dinosaur, well, hybrid I should say, that I've just grown up loving and really wish they did make it a toy, because that is something I would own and take pride of. And for my fourth and final hybrid, probably another debatable one, I've gone for the Coolosuchus. Quick editor's note, I did just realise that it's the Coolosuchus, no, the Coolosaurus, not the Coolosuchus. Apologies, I did get it wrong in my script. Now, my whys for choosing this hybrid are pretty self-explanatory actually, and that's the fact that this would introduce amphibians if we don't get, you know, that amphibian-esque vibe going when we get the Dimetrodon in a few months' time. I think that the Sarcosuchus and Coolosaurus would be a brilliant way to introduce the amphibian species or genus into Jurassic World Evolution 2. As I did mention in my last DLC video, we won't be getting like a Jurassic World Evolution 3 or anything of the sorts for undoubtedly another 10 years. So it would be cool to see a concept, you know, be introduced in this manner, especially with, you know, that is technically 3 new species in the Sarcosuchus, Coolosaurus, and then inevitably the Coolosuchus. Then again, this is just down to my opinion. I think that I would really love to see amphibians in Jurassic World Evolution 2. They're my favourite type of dinosaurs, and yeah, well, actually reptiles before people come at me. But that does sadly conclude my list. Let me know yours down in the comments, as I would love to hear your thoughts. And a quick Discord plug, but I do have a Discord in case you want to discuss Jurassic World Evolution 2, Jurassic World Dominion with my absolutely incredible community. The link is in the description if you're interested. But thanks for watching, and I do hope to see you in the next one.